you see probably 99% of the people in the gym, either one just completely distracted by their phone, or two, between every single rep or set, they're scrolling on social media. So it kind of, defeats the purpose of not defeats the purpose of going to the gym, but can you really get a good workout in when you're distracted yourself every 30 seconds?
Yeah, I think more than getting a good workout in, because maybe if they're putting in the work during this in the sets, and then, but the bottom line is you're not present, right? And the more present you can be in life, the better off you're going to be, whether it's in the gym, at work, at home, with your family, right? This ability for social media to distract us is taking away from us experiencing life, right? And this goes to that social media kind of image that people create, and some people are living vicariously through these characters, for lack of a better term, on social media, right? Instead of going out and living their own lives and creating things in their own lives, they're living vicariously through these social media personalities.
Yeah, I think that ties in perfectly to my next negative, is that men confuse online connection or digital interaction for real connection. And they kind of, instead of going out and having a real world connection, it's kind of just live through social media.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I there's value in online men's groups, and even through social media, right? But the real value is shoulder to shoulder, nose to nose, toes to toes. At the risk of sounding like a broken record, we have our online our online brotherhood, the Iron Council, and there's a lot of interaction through. Listen, the reality is, and it's a type of social media platform, but there's a lot of online connection, but we make sure that we are regularly meeting in person. We have regional channels where we set up regional meetups. The guys in this area, this kind of tri-state area, we meet up at Delaware Water Gap a lot, and so I think, again, it's a tool, and it can be used for good, and you can make connections. Here's the reality, right? We have this platform, the internet, where we can meet people from all over the world, right? I have friends in Australia, I have friends in Europe, I have friends in Canada, because of the internet. But if all I have is these internet friends, for lack of a better term, the connection isn't as deep. There's still a shallow connection there, right? And when you use that to make the connections, but then meet these people in person, like a great example is, I had a meetup with one of my battle teams in the Iron Council, and we had a guy from Australia on that team, and he made the trip from Australia to South Carolina for the meetup. I mean, that was super impactful, right? So now I have this guy who I knew online. He was from Australia. I was exposed to stuff from a culture standpoint that I had never been exposed to before, and then got to meet him in person. What's that? I don't even know what it is. If it's a meat, if it's like a jelly. The Australian, they say it in a Men at Work song. Vitamin sandwich. I don't remember what it is, but he brought some, and I got to taste it, right? So, again, I tell that story as those connections you build online, although could be shallow, right? And if all you do is build connections online, like sit in your house and connect online, you're probably not going to be living a fulfilled life. But you can also use it for good by making those connections, networking, and then having the meetups in person.